So hello everyone and welcome to another video from the channel Simon Gravitrax. Today I'm going to be showing you this 4x4 vault door I made. As you can see, it is fairly compact. Its animation isn't the prettiest, I will admit, but this is the smallest I've been able to make a 4x4 vault door. As you can see, it works very much fine, and today we are going to be looking at a tutorial of this exact door. This works for Java Edition and for Legacy Edition, or console, or however you want to call it. So, this thing is 8 blocks wide, 2 blocks deep, and 13 blocks tall. Now, I think we should get into the tutorial. So, welcome to the tutorial. The first thing you're gonna do is set up your build area, which is 2 blocks deep, 8 blocks wide, and 13 blocks tall, as well as setting up your door frame. Your door frame will be 3 blocks above the ground and 4 blocks below the ceiling, as well as having a 1 block clearance between both the walls. As you can see, the white blocks, the iron blocks, are the ones that are pushed by pistons, and the gray blocks are the ones that aren't pushed by pistons. So this is your door frame. Now to move on with the resources. So you will need 20 sticky pistons, 3 normal pistons, 29 observers, 1 dispenser, 4 redstone repeaters, 12 redstone dusts, 14 blocks of choice. You can use any solid block. I will use lime concrete as an example. And then 2 slabs of any kind, just slabs, and 1 lever or any other way to power a piston. Why a piston exactly? Well, it's because this block right here will be our power block. If you power this piston, the door will activate or deactivate. As you can see, in the actual door, it does exactly that. So we will go with it. First, you're gonna need to set up your layout. So, like this, 4 sticky pistons facing downward into these blocks. And also your double piston extenders will be laid out over here. This is your piston layout for the top. And we will now start putting in some redstone. First, you will want to put an observer over here facing into this block and put a block right where it's facing. Now, you're going to put an observer with the red dot facing upwards, coming out from this observer. You're also going to put a redstone dust on top of this observer. You are going to place a block here, a vertical repeater here, and then 2 slabs like this. Redstone dust on top of both of them. I cannot speak. And also redstone dust over here. Also, if you are feeling really fancy, you can do this, and the door should theoretically work, but I have not tested it. So now we are going to place observers with the red dot facing downwards over here, going into this block, but with a 1 block clearance. This will happen on both sides, and then you're going to put redstone dust on top of both those observers, as well as redstone dots below them. Now, as you can see, that some of the top is working and some of it isn't. Well, the rest of the top, aka these 2 pistons, will be worked up later. For now, we are going to move on to the left side. The left side has a very simple layout, 2 pistons like this, but we need to power them somehow. How will we do it? Well, we will place a block here and then place an observer with the red dot facing into it, going from that piston. Now, as you can see, these blocks went forward. You can just fix those up, but you don't have to for now. And as you can see, we added another working part to our door. Now, from these two pistons, we are going to take an output into the sides. And how are we going to do that? Well, first, you're going to place an observer with the red dot down into a dispenser or a dropper. It doesn't matter, both work. Then another observer with the red dot downward. Now, you're going to place a normal piston in this direction, like this. It's going to fire into this direction, and another normal piston facing into this direction. Now you have the input for the bottom. As you can see, those pistons fire, and that is very important because you're going to put 4 observers like this with 1 block of clearance between the observer head and the piston, and then you're going to put 4 observers all facing upward into 4 sticky pistons, which are all facing into these blocks. Now you can see where some of the importance has come in. Now, what we do is we need to set up the double piston extenders, for which the second firing piston, this one, will be used. So you're gonna go over here and you're gonna put a block of vortex repeater facing into the bottom piston like this, and an observer going upward into this block with the red dot into this block. Now you are also going to put an observer facing into the vortex repeater. As you can see, your double piston extender just fired, but that is okay. You can just put the block back, but you don't have to. You can just fix all these at the end of your build. Now you can see that the double piston extender gets triggered, but the other one doesn't. So let's go do something about it. First, we are going to have to build it, of course. So we're just going to mimic the setup from the other side. As you can see, the double piston extender extended once again. And yes, these have to be identical. An observer with the red dot into the block, a vortex repeater, a block beneath it, an observer, yada yada yada, whatever. Now, to power this extender, you're going to put a block in front of this red dot, and 2 blocks like this, and redstone dust on top of all of them. The double extender will extend once again, and once again, if you don't want to, you don't have to fix this. You can all fix that all at the end of your build. Now, as you can see, we have very little of the door left. So we are going to place 2 sticky pistons over here, which needs to fire, and also these 2 pistons needs to fire as well. So to take care of that, you're going to go here and you're going to place an observer with the red dot, and then you're going to place 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 observers. This is 8 observers in total, or this observer plus 7 added to the top. Or to simplify it, just go to the level of these pistons and then 3 blocks higher. On the top of a red dot, you're going to put a redstone dust and an observer facing downward with redstone dust on top. Then you're going to put a block here and an observer facing with the red dot into the block. As you can see, this fired our 2 pistons. And now the door is almost finished. It is nearly finished. You can see only these 2 blocks remain. And what do we do about those 2 blocks? Well, we're going to place a block here and one vortex repeater on top of it facing over here, and a block over here. Now, if you did everything correctly, you should have yourself a fully functioning, super compact 4x4 funnel door. A vault door it would be if it was double-sided. And theoretically, you could double-side this with a little bit of redesigning, but I have not done so far. So, that is the tutorial. If you want to build this door, then please do not say that it is your own, because I made this design. No door stealing, please. Just be generous. I beg of you. And also, I hope you have fun with it. You can build it in your survival base, in your creative base, and everything all around. Just don't claim that this door is yours. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and bye!